So after a lengthy hiatus, I've returned, and today we're going to be doing another lodge hunting video. And we're actually in our lodge hunting series lodge at the moment, because it's been so long I've kind of forgotten what's in here. We've got our 271 red deer, we've got our piebald mule deer, we've got our 16.5 scoring wolf, our small whitetail non-typical, our silver-tip brown bear, and our 29 pheasant. So I'm thinking we're going to try to spruce it up in here a little bit, try to go for something that we don't already have. I'm thinking maybe we'll try Himmedahl to start, maybe see if we can get a reindeer, and whatever else might show up. I'm actually looking to do a little bit of lynx hunting as well. The walls are pretty bare. This whole wall is completely empty. Maybe we'll see if we can get a big roe deer, even though they're not really my favorite animal to have on the wall, but to fill some spaces would be nice. So I'm thinking we're gonna try to put at least 2 animals in this lodge for this video. So we'll go ahead and get out there, and hopefully we have some luck. So it's come to my attention that you guys can hear like all of the clicking that I do, and after a little bit of trying to troubleshoot, I've come to the conclusion that it's probably not going to get fixed for this video. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try to keep it to the least obnoxious amount that I can. That's the sentence that I was trying to formulate. Anyway, my Himmedahl hunt has turned into a lynx hunt, which isn't unusual. We're gonna go grab that female, and I actually found a max weight lynx track behind me a little ways. So I'm gonna go see if I can find that lynx as well. And hopefully he's on the upper side of that 10 scoring range, or potentially even breaking that 11, and we can put him in our lodge and get a little bit of progress going. But we've taken 1 lynx down, so that's pretty good progress in my book. Not a bad way to start the hunt at all. Nice white colored one. 6.2, 21 GMs. Obviously nothing special with a female, but nice to get some lynx harvests and a little bit of patience work to start the hunt. A little bit of practice so that we can get on to that max weight lynx and hopefully bag a decent one there. So unfortunately the max weight lynx track despawned like minutes after I went to go look at it. So that's no longer on the table. I spent like over 20 minutes like with the dog searching around, trying to find more tracks, trying to ping him, trying to figure out where he went, and just no luck. But anyway, we've got a little group of reindeer here. The bull's nothing special, but first reindeer of this hunt, so that's nice to see. We're gonna go ahead and try to take as many as we can with the snake bite. There's the bull down. Let's see if any of these females actually come into range. Looking like they're kind of spooking off, and I'm not sure I'm gonna get any of them. Should be able to get a shot at this one. Hit it a little high, but it'll die. I'll go find it later and make sure it gets harvested. But for now, we'll have a look at our bull and see what he's gonna score. My guess is probably high 300s, low 400s. Probably like 415, my guess. If any of you remember, I'm not very good at judging the score of reindeer, but I was actually pretty close with this one. A little bit off, but pretty close as far as reindeer go. Too small for a trophy shot, but nice little animal to get our hunt going. I'm gonna go find that female reindeer, and then hopefully we can find something a little bigger so we can fill some of that room in our lodge. Looks like we've managed to stumble upon another bull reindeer, and I haven't actually got a good look at this one yet. 450 to 590, that could be a better bull. I mean, obviously he's better than the last one already with that 450 minimum, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and take him with the 300. Oh, he doesn't look very big at all. I wouldn't have guessed that that's a 450 bull, to be honest, but we're gonna go ahead and take him anyway. And that's lights out for him. See if maybe I can take a female as well. I'm not gonna bother. I actually didn't manage to find the other one. It like went out of bounds and somehow gave me the slip. So unfortunately Doc isn't going to be too happy about that one, but it's okay. The brown bears gotta eat something too. I almost said grizzlies, but those are definitely different bears on a different map. Anyway, my guess on this reindeer isn't going to be much higher than his minimum. I'm thinking he's probably going to be like a 459. Even that seems like a stretch, really, looking at him. Like I don't see how that's even a 450 bull. I'm going to stick with 459 on that guess. But like I said, historically I'm not very good at guessing their score. And I'm off by a fair bit. He's 485, which is quite surprising to me, but still not quite big enough for a trophy shot. So we're going to go ahead and keep hunting. See if we can find something for our lodge. So despite already having a couple species in the lodge from this map, I decided I'd come to Timbergold Trails and do a little bit of Rocky Mountain elk hunting, and eventually I had plans to go up into the mountains for bighorn and puma, but we've managed to stumble upon a pretty nice looking mule deer, and I have a hard time passing him up. We're gonna call him in, take him with the bow, and hopefully he scores pretty good. I don't think he's gonna be lodge worthy, but probably a trophy shot worthy buck, and definitely one worth putting an arrow into. There we go, he's getting close now. I'm gonna let him stop here. Or maybe he's not gonna stop. I figured he was gonna stop there, and then I was gonna let him stop again and then take my shot, but he's actually pretty well in range now, so I think we'll take him as soon as he comes out from the other side of this tree. He hadn't stopped like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that shot. Gonna block his head just in case he's getting a little bit skittish. And just wait for him to start moving again, and then I'm gonna take my shot. That was not the direction I was thinking he was gonna go. Okay, here we go. And just like that, he is on the ground. I'm thinking he's probably gonna be about 215. I think I just heard a wolf. I'm thinking he's going to be about 215. It's my guess. 202. Not quite. I'm not even going to bother taking a picture of him. He's not quite big enough, but it is a nice elk, or a nice deer. Definitely not an elk. I'm getting distracted by the sounds of wolves behind me. Let's just see if I can't take one of them. Sounds like it's pretty close. If I could climb this rock, that'd be nice. I don't see him yet, but he sounds like he's right here. Cow elk is everything around here. Gonna hit that call quick. Yeah, there's a bunch. Oh, there's a cow elk there too. I don't see any of these wolves yet, but I can hear them all around me. Unless I'm also just hearing that cow elk, which is probably what it is. I could probably get him out of them, or her out of the mix here right away. Now it sounds like those wolves are coming this direction. Ah, he sees me. Or maybe not. God damn it. I screwed that up. I thought he definitely saw me. Oh, I'd have had that for sure. It looked like he hesitated behind that tree. So I went to lay down. And that was not the power move. It was just a female anyway. I'm not too concerned about it. We're gonna keep looking for elk. So our luck with the lodge-worthy animals hasn't been all that great, but we've been finding a lot of mediocre animals that I'm not terribly upset with. This elk in front of us isn't bad at all. He's not going to be as big as his score estimate kind of makes him out to be, but 330 to 425, I'm thinking he's probably going to be about 350. So not quite big enough for the lodge. And we've got a bunch of cows behind him that I think I'm also going to take out just so they're not in the way. But we'll creep up to him and see if we can get him harvested and have a look at what he's gonna score. Sounds like there's another cow elk right behind that rock, so we'll take her quick before we pick him up, and then we should have enough time to get that done and figured out before this other cow elk gets too close. Well, she's coming in pretty quick now as well by the looks of it, so we're probably going to take both of them. Actually sounds like the other one was maybe stuck on that rock, but not a problem anymore. I'm just going to wait for that other cow elk to get a little bit closer. And then we're just going to take her out as well. And there's actually another one way behind, but that one's not going to be an issue. I'm going to say he's about 350. Yep, 356. Not quite big enough for a trophy shot in my book, and obviously not quite big enough for the lodge, but that's a pretty good elk. I'm happy with that. Hopefully they keep getting bigger and we can get a nice one for the lodge. Or if we're lucky, maybe I'll even get a rare Rocky Mountain elk. That muley might be one for the lodge if he ends up scoring closer to the high end of that bracket. He kind of just poked out of that tree in front of me and stood there long enough to get an arrow in its side, so I do actually believe there was more. I got another grunt over this way and I was actually waiting for that buck when this guy showed up. But I think we're gonna just sneak over and see what he's gonna score, because I believe that one was off a bit still. And what do we got? Only 215, so not quite. Decent buck though. Not worth, well, he's worth a trophy shot, but he's not quite worth putting in the lodge. There we have a nice simple trophy shot. We'll go ahead and take that, and I actually hear that other buck right beside us here somewhere, and I assume that's him. Sure looked like a buck body, but I didn't see any antler, which tells me he's probably not very big. But he's right behind that tree, so we might as well take him out. Yeah, he's just a little guy. Real small buck. Let's see if we can get him turned around and stick an arrow in him. I was hoping he was going to turn around. It looks like he was going to, but then he decided not to. I can probably take him from there. I don't feel like waiting for him. And I shot a little bit too high. He'll go down. I'll go find him after. That was a leucistic Rocky Mountain elk cow. And that is not what I want to see behind it. I just like tabbed back into the game because I heard something like running towards me. And that was what I came down here looking for, was a rare Rocky Mountain elk. That'll be the first Rocky Mountain elk that I ever, or first rare Rocky Mountain elk that I ever kill. Come on. Another second and I'd have had that one. Now I gotta go track that. But that'll be our lodge-worthy animal. I've been at this for a very long time with absolutely no luck. So that coming out of nowhere, I'm okay with. I'm very okay with that. So after a long tracking session, a longer than expected tracking session, I finally come face to face with what I believe is a leucistic. I'm actually not 100% sure the difference between albino and leucistic in the cows, but I think it's leucistic. Regardless, I'm going to send it off the most respectful way I know how, and that's with as many bolts from this 10mm as I can right in her chest. And I'm hoping it's not more than 3, because that's all I have. Oh, it only took 1. That was underwhelming actually, but regardless, she is down, and actually looking at it, I do believe it's actually an albino and not a leucistic. The leucistics are a little bit duskier. Regardless, it's my first rare Rocky Mountain elk, and we're obviously going to go ahead and take a trophy shot, and it is actually an albino instead of a leucistic, which I kind of figured once I got up to it. So unfortunately with this spot that it died, we didn't get a whole lot of sunlight, but I did the best that I could with what I had, and I think it looks alright. We're going to go ahead and take that, and I actually forgot that they changed it so that the taxidermy is before the trophy shot now. So I'm going to have to go into the launcher and mount it from there, but we'll get it mounted, thrown in the lodge, and we'll go ahead and go have a look at it. So our newest addition to our lodge hunting series lodge is up on the wall. The start of this wall, that is. Our albino Rocky Mountain elk, obviously just a cow. But that's my first rare Rocky Mountain elk, so I'm happy to see it on the wall. I was hoping for a bull, but she's good on the wall. Taking up space. We're far from running out of room, so she's definitely earned her place there. Along with the rest of what is coming together of this lodge. A few more episodes and we should have at least a little bit of a feeling that it's full. I had terrible luck throughout recording this one. I was really hoping to put 2 different animals in this lodge for this go, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But I still had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll try to do another one of these soon. The graphics just like totally went weird on here. I don't know if that happened for you guys too, but anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.